All right. How is everybody doing out there? You're tuned into the Salty Bartender. I am Shane B. We're coming to you live from my office in downtown Westerly. And we had to postpone last night's show to tonight. One of the things that I got to stop shaking my desk here. I need time for a new desk. Uh, One of the downfalls of having to ride your electric bike everywhere is you're at the mercy of the weather. So I went home for dinner trying to save some money, and then it started pouring. So wasn't going to come back down to the office and get soaked. So we just postponed to tonight. We're going to be back next week at Wednesday at 9 p.m. We have a great lineup on Wednesdays. It's Ask Dan at 7, Caswell tonight at 8, and then Salty Bartender at 9. So thanks for tuning in. So let's get this show started. How's everybody doing? I know we're at just over 7 weeks now with restaurants being shut down. I'm a bartender myself, so up at Providence Coal Fired Pizza, they are now open for takeout and curbside to go on the weekends. We're going to be doing a live stream from there this weekend, probably on Saturday, and we're going to go over everything that they're doing up there because there's a lot of things changing right now, starting tomorrow. One of the biggest ones is masks are now mandatory whenever you go outside in public. That's going to be happening. Businesses, we're going to start reopening the economy, but restaurants, for the most part, we're still going to be in this takeout and curbside to go. Okay, I was just reading. I'm doing something new. Like here, we're doing at Wesley Life. You have to constantly keep learning, especially right now with the climate the way it's going. So now I'm using my laptop to go live as opposed to my phone. It's a much better experience, and I can see the comments. So just going to go ahead and do that. So one of the things that we do here, again, everyone get a drink. It's after 9 o'clock. So I don't drink. So being a non-drinker, one of the toughest things is our choices. I mean, there's soda water, juice, soda, or the poor excuse they used to call for non-alcoholic beer, that trash that was out there. There is some really good stuff out. So if you watch the previous shows, you know what I'm talking about. But tonight I'm going a little different. I'm a fan of CBD seltzers, soda, just CBD in general. So I found these, and I got this one over at McQuaid's. It's from the Upstate Elevator Supply Company. This is African ginger and Mexican lime soda that's CBD infused. It's my first time having this one, so looking forward to this. And actually, our guest tonight, we're going to have Melissa Donnellan. She does everything: bartender, server, cook, you name it. She's also working at McQuaid's as a cashier down there as well. Constantly working, does everything. She's going to be on, so that's where I got this. So a shout out to McQuaid's. Now, I'm going to put a squeeze of fresh lime. Everybody watching out there, this is one of my pet peeves. This is a lime, okay? It's a wedge. That's what it should be. It shouldn't be a little sliver. I can't do anything with that. It shouldn't be a slice because I want to be able to squeeze it. So I'm going to squeeze this right in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and top this off. And while I'm doing that, Ben, let's bring in our guest. Please. There she is. How you doing, Melissa?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm just going to pour my drink here, and then we're going to do a quick toast.
All right. I got my wine
Nice.
in my Believe coffee mug.
I love it. I don't drink anymore. I was just saying that earlier, but when I would drink wine, it was out of a coffee cup. Didn't make any difference to me. So anyway, let's raise exactly. Let's raise our glass. Salud to everybody out there, our fellow brothers and sisters in the bartending and restaurant industry, serving, who hopefully will be getting back to work soon. So cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is tasty.
I have to try those. I keep on seeing them coming through my line. I wanted to try one of those.
This is my first time having the soda. I always go for the seltzer. Mm-hmm. Those are really good, but this is pretty good. I'm impressed. And I'm a fan of CBD. It does what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
So, Melissa, thanks for
Mhm.
being on the show. We really appreciate it. And thanks for working with us too, because we had to reschedule from last night. It's just the way things go. But we're here
No
now.
problem. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, not a problem. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. You said when our conversation before, so you're a transplant to the Westerly area. Where did you grow up, and what brought you to the Westerly area?
I grew up in Salem, Connecticut. And then when I was about 18, I moved to New London. And then after that, I met my ex-husband and we moved to West Warwick. We had my 21-year-old. And then we moved back this way. And when my son was 3 months old, and he's 14 now, and now I have a soon to be 13-year-old also with him. Um, but yeah, I kind of we lived in West Warwick for a long time because he was working at Quonset Point.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So and then when I
right down
got
the
here,
road.
one of my first jobs was the Andrea, and the Andrea they just immediately I loved them. They treated me like family, and still treat me like family after all these years. So they're
I
just amazing people.
they are amazing people. I've worked there for 2 seasons years ago, and you yes, you always feel like part of the family. Even though I'm not
Yeah.
working there now, like I'll see Rebecca out in town. It's always a hello. It's always a little conversation. Always how you doing? They're and Michelle, everybody from there. That's just the way they are. They're great people.
Yeah, they're just amazing people. They put out amazing food, they put out amazing drinks, and it's all such reasonable prices for being beachfront.
That's the thing is you get to park your car, you get the
Mhm,
Andrea bucks, which you can spend there. So it's like you're
mhm.
getting money back for just parking your car. You have
Yeah,
bathrooms, food, drinks, TV, plus the beach. Everything you can need to enjoy your day at the beach. It's just a great place.
and amazing specials with our new chef, Chef Ron. Chef Ron is absolutely amazing. The food that he puts out is just ridiculously tasty and impressive.
So is there a lot of seafood? Is like because you're on the
A
beach, I
lot.
would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of seafood, but there's a good balance where you can also get non-seafood items that are just as amazing.
So it's something for everybody if you're going to the
Yes,
beach. Yeah.
absolutely.
And we were talking earlier, talking of food in the Andrea. So with the upcoming season, of course, we're rolling with the punches, how things are going, how they're going to open things up. But you were telling me earlier, the Andrea, you guys were approved to open up and do some takeout and curbside. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, when it's starting? And
Yet, from what I know, I we're on the Andrea Beach Bar staff page, and Becca had sent out a message that on the 15th that we were going to be able to do curbside and takeout as far as food on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
okay,
So that that is that's very encouraging as far as moving forward. And
I agree.
I'm
It's a,
very happy for them that they got approved for that.
it's it's very difficult because again, we're going. It's going to be 8 weeks next Monday.
Mhm.
That's 2 months, uh, and not knowing where things were going, and so it's got to be a relief that they can open their doors and at least
Yes.
get some revenue coming in, find some kind of normalcy. Now, of course, this summer is going to be different. I mean, even though things are opening up, we're still going to have social distancing and wearing masks.
Yep.
It's just going to be a different normal for the rest of the year. And I think once we get through this summer, we'll have a better understanding of where we're going to be. But that's just great news for the Andrea. I'm happy for that.
It is. It's very
Yeah.
encouraging. It's
Yeah.
very encouraging, and I'm very happy for them. And I'm just happy to either way have a job. So
That's it.
it's very nice.
Yeah, to be able to work and bring some money in. Yeah, no, it's a good feeling for sure.
Yeah.
So, in the restaurant business, you were telling me that you have worked pretty much all the positions, front of the house, back of the house.
Yes.
What do you prefer? Front of the house? Let's start there. Front of the house or back of the house, and then we'll chip away.
All right, we'll go with that. It is a nice breakup if you do both at the same time, because you're not always doing front of the house and you're not always doing back of the house. If you split it up in your schedule, then you don't get worn out on one thing.
I never thought about it that way because I've worked front of the house and back of the house as well, but never at the same time. So I guess it's a good break because there are some days you don't want to talk to people and they can work in the kitchen.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's the one that I'm going to be doing tomorrow was one of my old jobs called me back. And they said that they just really need a cook. So I'm going to be cooking tomorrow after I work at McQuaid's. And I'm going to be cooking for a hotel. So that'll be interesting. But it'll be a nice breakup because I'm in a display kitchen. However, there's nobody to display myself to. I'm
Right.
just going to be cooking.
Well, so that's interesting. So it's a hotel. They've been closed, have they not? Or
Yeah,
uh,
they've been closed.
gotcha. So this is their first time opening up in 2 months.
Yep.
Oh wow, good for them. That's got to be a great feeling, especially for the owners of that hotel. Be like, finally, we can open up.
Oh yeah. The Leventinos are very, very happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, it's
But
mm,
but it's just nice because I haven't been cooking in a while. So it'll be interesting to transition into that. But I can't wait to get back to the Andrea to bartend because I miss all of our customers, all of our West End group, like all the people that come in there are just amazing people, and
oh
they
yeah.
make you feel like family as well.
Hmm. Definitely. I remember my first summer that I worked there. Uh, yeah, because you get the same people coming in week after week, and you get to know their schedule because they know your schedule. And
Hmm.
it was this couple. They'd been coming in all summer. They'd always come to the inside bar when I was working that day. And we just started talking, and they keep coming back, and we all became friends. And they were getting married, and they asked me first if I would be the officiant and marry them. I'm like, well, I don't know. Then they're like, well, no, we got someone like the next week. And they're like, we just be a witness for our wedding. I'm like, that's awesome. So
Oh, that's cool.
right at the end of the beach, at the end of Atlantic Avenue was where they had the wedding, right on the beach. And after got married, we went back to the Andrea and ate and drank the night away and had fun. It's
Very nice.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience that in this industry, as you know, you form these friendships with the guests
Yes.
and over time. And it's it's just a story I have in my back pocket for when I'm bartending or whenever. It's one of those cool little stories that you can tell.
Well, that's how I know most of Westerly is from bartending around the area and waitressing in the area. Anywhere from breakfast server to that, like you said, I've pretty much done everything.
Hmm. I tell you, of all the lunch period, I mean the food periods to serve, breakfast is my least favorite. I did it once, and I never did it again.
Oh, mine was horrible. I will not tell you where it was, but they were not very nice people, and I survived as long as I could. And I'm a very, very nice person, and I had a break and I decided to leave. But I already had something in my back pocket because, like I said, I have three kids, so I have to make sure that they're provided for. So I will work as
Yep.
many jobs as I have to for them.
There you go. It's the right thing to do, obviously. Good for you. And it's got to be tough because you're working at McQuaid's as well. And we were talking about this
Mhm.
earlier because that's pretty much my office is right downtown. So I always go there to grab things for lunch. I'm always in there. And I'm
Yeah.
only in there for a short amount of time, 5, maybe 10 minutes. But you're in there for hours at a time during all of this. So that's got to be tough.
With a mask on and glasses,
Mm.
believe me.
Oh, that's right. And
Somebody
they fog up.
yeah. somebody told one of the customers that came through, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't." I pulled my glasses up for a second, and he goes, "You're not supposed to touch your face." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, my glasses got really fogged up." And he goes, "Well, maybe you just shouldn't breathe out so much." I'm like, "Really?"
That was his solution? Okay.
That was his solution. My
Uh,
God, I can't. I pulled my glasses.
oh, sorry about that. I was just checking how the stream was going. I forgot I had the volume up. It happens.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about, because this Sunday is Mother's Day, and
Yes.
uh, Happy in the Moonshine was scheduled to play, but of course the Andrea is not open. So why don't you tell us what the staff has done to help with that, and well, that'll lead us into what the Andrea is gonna be doing uh, on Sunday.
As far as Mother's Day, I believe that gentleman Ben said that that he was compiling our emails that we were sending to Becca, saying Happy Mother's Day from the staff at the Andrea, and that he was going to be including the band that you
Ha-
were talking about.
yep, Happy in the Moonshine.
Yep, he was going to be including that in it. So there's still going to be a stream of something that
Right.
you can follow on the Andrea site.
On the
So
Facebook page, yeah.
on the Facebook page,
So
which
this Mother's Day, Sunday, this Sunday at
mhm,
noon,
yep,
it's gonna be streaming live on the Facebook page of the Andrea,
mhm.
the Mesquallica Beach Facebook page, and Westerly Live's Facebook page. So there's 3 locations. We're gonna push that out there, and, I think it's gonna be a great thing. So
I
did you
think it is too.
yeah,
I was very happy that they did it.
mm. Again, it's rolling with the punches. There's 2 things. We can either just give up and say, "All right, well, we'll just wait till it's over," or we can just adapt, overcome, and just do the best that we can with the tools that we're given. And I think this is a great thing that you guys are doing.
Yes,
Mm. Did you make a little video too?
I did. I hope they got it too. I
Yeah.
emailed it to them.
I'm sure they
So
got it. Yeah,
hopefully, yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's
because
gonna be pretty cool.
I definitely am. I definitely am gonna miss all the moms from the Andrea, and I'm gonna miss all the customer moms from the Andrea. And it's very emotional not to be able to hug them and tell them Happy Mother's Day. It's sad, but at least everybody know that you're in my heart on Mother's Day.
Oh, that's great. Very well said. That's very true. Okay, so again, that's going to be this Sunday at noon on the Andrea Facebook page. It's going to be a Mother's Day tribute. Happy in the Moonshine was supposed to play at the Andrea for their annual Mother's Day brunch. Of course, that is not happening right now. So there's a special treat. Happy in the Moonshine will still be playing, but virtually, being streamed to the Andrea Facebook page. So check that out Sunday at noon, as well as some special um, messages from the employees at the Andrea, as Melissa was just saying. Oh, this is great. So just to recap, the Andrea, May 15th, starting some curbside to go and take out. So we can start getting that delicious Andrea food, which I've been waiting for, because we did some streams from the Andrea last summer. And I used to go in early before the stream just so I could eat dinner because the food's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Like I said, Chef Ron, fantastic.
And how long has he been chef at the Andrea?
I have just been there for 2 seasons, and I think it was last season was the first one that I worked with him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But he's an amazing, happy, inventive human being. He's great.
Mhm. And I know because that kitchen gets extremely hot in the summertime. So
Yeah,
you have to be a positive person if you're going to be able to power through that. Well, any kitchen at the beach in the summertime gets hot.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, you actually never answered my question. Front of the house or back of it? You said a mix.
Ah, I'm gonna go front of the house only because I am a super personal person
Hmm.
and I love talking to people. I love service bar, especially like just the volume of it. I like it's like the energy of serving the volume of food and drinks that we do at front of the house is absolutely amazing, and it gets you through every shift.
Yeah.
And back in the house, like you said, you just sweat.
Just drink a lot of water and power
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, for front of the house, bartending or serving, what's your favorite?
Ooh, bartending.
Bartending. Yeah.
Yep.
With me, it's split. It depends. Like, I love serving like 4 and 5 star dining. Excuse
Mhm.
me. Uh, but I prefer to bartend in a more casual atmosphere, something like
Mhm.
that. It comes down to a money thing. I just try. It's where I can make the most money. Like if I'm serving at like say the Ocean House when I was serving there, it was just financially just made the most sense. Plus, it was fun. I enjoyed it down there. Uh, but
Yeah, I
at
think.
the end, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No, I like I said before, is that I just love all of the cottage people, all the regulars, but also the mix of people that come in there. It's just the mix of personalities. That's why I like bartending so much, because I get to run into all of them at
Yep.
different stages of their day.
That's a great way to put it. That's so true. Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's just it's fun to talk to them and learn about different places that I have never been, where
Hmm.
they live, and their cultures, or what they do for a living. Everybody's very, very talkative, and I like that because I'm a very talkative person.
Yep. So it works out perfectly. Yeah. When
Yes.
I'm on shift, I turn it on. I become that talkative person. That's
Mhm.
why I love bartending because you get there. It's fun. You're just having fun. You're throwing a party, especially at the Andrea. If you're in the front bar, the beach bar, you got that view. That's your office, and it's just. And when it's a nice
It's
sunny
just
day,
gorgeous.
oh,
Yeah.
as far as you can see down to Watch Hill, and like you said, you get the locals. They come in, the cottage people. It's
Mhm.
just fun. It's a lot of fun.
And oh my God, and the full moons off the water are
Oh yes,
ridiculously gorgeous.
yep. Just the way it hits the water.
Yep.
Yeah, I try and live stream. They're tough to live stream because of the light and the phones, but if I can hit it just right, the way the moonlight just bounces off the ocean, it just makes a really good stream.
Yeah.
That's
And the
cool.
sunsets behind the fireplace are beautiful.
Oh yeah, and the fireplace. We could talk about that too. That's there's a lot of history in that little fireplace.
I love that fire. I love that the fireplace was saved. I love that it's still there, and I love that it's like it's a centerpiece of the patio, and
Hmm.
it just when they light it up, it smells amazing, and it
Yep.
just adds to the warmth of trying to make everybody feel like feel so comfortable there when they come there to have drinks, rather than just being like, "Oh, okay, go out there and sit on patio chairs." The furniture is beautiful, and the fireplace is just gorgeous, and when they light it up at night, everybody loves to congregate around that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a great place to hang out. It's a meeting place. You can tell people, "Hey, meet me at the Andrea at the fireplace," and they know
Mhm.
exactly what you're talking about. And you're right. When they light that fire, who doesn't love a campfire? I mean, it's awesome. The smell, it brings back so many memories. Then when you smell that, permeating through the tent, you're like, all right, it's gonna be a good night.
Yep.
But going back to what you said, I like that at different stages in their day. Um,
Yeah.
'Cause we all know we've all been on vacation. We've all had the Bloody Mary with breakfast, so no one can be judging. But it's great. You see them start off with that, and then you see the day progress. And it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, sometimes we start them off with that, and they go away, and they come back. So
Yeah.
it's and they're still that, but they're all I haven't really run into anybody that was not kind and nice, but I mean, there's some bad eggs that ruin it sometimes, but it for the most part, it's been a really good 2 years back that I've been there, 2 seasons back that I've been there, And I still feel that whole family vibe. But I mean, Becca and Michelle and everybody, they're just amazing at welcoming people back that have been gone for like I was gone for 10 years. And then I came back and it was like I never left.
Yep. Just the way it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. So you're going to be starting down there and working there this summer. Hopefully, we
Yes.
have um, a great summer. What we're going to have of it, I'm sure we'll have something. But I hope it's successful for you and all your colleagues at the Andrea. Um, and we're just going to keep powering through and get through this.
Absolutely. We will
Awesome.
survive.
That's it. Well, Melissa, it was great talking with you. Nice to meet you, and it was a great conversation. And have a great rest of your night.
All right, you too. And it was very nice meeting you and talking with you as well. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Have a good one. All right. Well, there you have it. Another successful show for the Salty Bartender. I'm having a lot of fun doing these shows. Thank you for watching. First off, we wouldn't have these shows that we have if it wasn't for you out there watching all of these shows. As over the past 7.5 weeks, going into 8 weeks now, uh, we have built a new platform for live streaming in Westerly. Excuse me. Called Westerly Live. Right now, you're probably watching on our Facebook page at Westerly Live. But did you know there's also a blog, full blown website? If you go to westerly.live, you can see all of the shows that we have running there. Right now, we have about 6 or 7 different shows. We have special events. We have live concerts. We have some live concerts coming up this weekend, tomorrow night and Saturday night, and next weekend, Friday night and Saturday night as well. Coming from Phoenix Dining and Entertainment, we're going to be streaming those live to our Facebook page as well as westerly.live. And keep checking out westerly.live. We're still building the platform. This isn't something that gets built overnight. As we've been learning, doing all of this, there is a lot of work that goes into building basically a network from the ground up, albeit it's on the internet, but a network nonetheless. So we have myself, Ben Barber, and Caswell Cook. From the beginning, have been doing the live since COVID-19 started, and yeah, that's why you're seeing this work right now. All the producing of the shows that you're seeing, this wonderful, the lower thirds, the graphics, everything is done by Ben Barber. Uh, we've all we're all doing our shows, and it's just a lot of fun. So, of course, tomorrow, with the economy starting to open back up, we all want the economy to be a light switch, and we go back to work and back to normal. But that's not going to happen. That's not how it's going to work. I think we understand that. We've all been cooped up, like I said, it's going on 8 weeks, and we're all getting a little stir crazy. It's nice outside. Just continue to try and be nice to each other. We have a long road ahead, a long road. It took us 8 weeks to get to this point. It's going to take us usually the same amount to get back out. It's not always the case, but it's usually how it works. And that's if everything goes well. If we have uh, another flare up or an outbreak or whatever you want to call it, of course, there are plans in place to be able to take care of that. I don't think it'd be a full shutdown. It could be like a micro shutdown, but we're just going to play it by ear. So tomorrow we'll have to watch the governor. There is a local press conference tomorrow at 3. You can watch that on Westerly Life and Westerly Live tomorrow at 3. We'll have all the information. We're going to have Chris Duhamel, president of the Chamber of Commerce, Mark Rooney, town manager, Chief Lacey will be speaking, Lisa Kanicki will be speaking, and we're going to find out how we're going to be moving forward as a community in Westerly. So who knows what's going to happen, but we're going to keep pushing forward at Westerly Life and Westerly Live. Keep staying tuned, keep watching again, and thank you. And so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end tonight. Tune in next week, Wednesday at 9, back to our normal time. And we're going to have another great guest next week. And we're going to keep doing these because let's face it, folks, live streaming is now here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So embrace it and have fun. On that note, time to end it. So I am Shane B for Westerly Life and Westerly Live, reminding you to enjoy your Westerly life.